power failure come to an end in Nigeria? So many persons. Media, work on the adjustment of your logo. Yeah. So, um, when a person asks, is it possible to um, have stable power supply in Nigeria? The first thing that will come to a person's mind is to agree that it's not going to be possible. Thank you so much, Media. When you ask, can there be stable network? The first thing you want to think about is, I don't think it's possible. But happy are they that do not judge the future by the past. Regardless of what you've seen over and over and over and over, that is enough to condition you for an expectance of the same future. You refuse to agree that it is unchangeable. Congratulations. You are part of those that are considered as world changers. There will be no change if everyone believed that how it is in the past, that is how it's going to be onward. Do you want change? It is every input of today that brings about that change you desire. So, don't be part of those who wish for a better future, but taking no action towards that future. Every day that you tell a person, have you heard about SWIFTtrip? You're preparing a future. Congratulations. So, for those who just joining us, I am Honorable Richard Nadi, founder and the CEO of SWIFTtrip. Here we are actively building and not wishing. So, welcome to an active community. Highly active. Highly active. And if you are in expectance of quick gain, something that can just, you say, I don't blow. Suddenly, you are in the wrong place. Have that in mind before we dive into what we are here for. But if you are looking for a thing that is having a futuristic goal in mind, a long-term planning structure, a thing that after you leave this earth, at its accomplishment, you leave this earth, your children's children can yet be benefiting from it. You are welcome to SWIFTtrip. So, any Pomzi mindset should be deleted. Everything you'll be hearing today, you are going to be enjoying out of it at the launch of business. If anyone invited you into this meeting based on whatever he or she has gained in the now, campaigning SWIFTtrip, he worked for it. If you want to enjoy that kind of gain in the now, maybe the person showed you his account and you saw millions of naira and you are attracted by that, you want to have it, you work for it now by what? Actively campaigning SWIFTtrip. The company pays you on every time you advertise to a person and that person has become a subscriber to SWIFTtrip. You are paid. this is the time to work. And every shareholder of SWIFTtrip is expected to do the same. I mean, we're in a digital age where nobody will say, I am finding it difficult to talk to a person about a business. This is me sitting one place now, and I am connected to the whole world instantly. Anyone from anywhere in the world that is connected to internet connection, they can be in this meeting. No limitation. So from this seat in Port Harcourt City, Nigeria, where am I not right now in the world? Name it. Nowhere. I'm everywhere at this time. Just everywhere. What a wonder. When my father was at my age, did he have this privilege at hand? Could he be seated in one spot and he's everywhere in the world? It wasn't. So when you see that they could not accomplish maybe something massive like we're talking about today, it was because the tools we have today, they didn't have it. And with every of these things available, yet a person is still able to think and perceive limitation. The limitation we have today is the limitation in our head. And therefore, the opportunities and possibilities that we have today, now waiting day our head. What a beautiful time to live in. It couldn't be this better. Man. I'm so excited. With all of these things available, you can hold meetings like this with your friends and educate them wherever they are. Or you then simply connect them to this meeting. Say, come and hear something about the future. Come change and transform your life. The person will come listen. You're not the one talking, I'm talking. And they are educated. It was you who educated them, not me. So that's why I posted in the groups today. I said, important notice to every shareholder. You say you are a shareholder of SWIFTtrip and you have subscribed to the project. You don't join our daily meetings, and neither do you in any way invite a person to the meeting. It was better you didn't subscribe to SWIFTtrip because you ain't standing with SWIFTtrip. It was better that person didn't subscribe. Leave it open. It's not a begging affair. They didn't beg them to join. Join and let's build it. You join, sit down. It's an error. We are here 13 times in a week, globally, talking 13 times. We are showing up global. And a person will be somewhere, say I'm a shareholder, but will never connect nor connect someone else to it. Let's not be like that. I know so much that we are in a country, especially where many things has happened. But when you see the one that has prospect to erase all of those experiences of the past, you should know now. You should know better. Why did you pay the school fees of those ones that failed? The ones that crashed with your money, it was school fees you paid. Why did you pay the school fees if you couldn't now, you are able to identify processes? Process that can crash, process that can last. Just by hearing. Just by hearing, you know what should be able to stand the test of time. So, we're in the point or in the time where a lot of things happens. But that's why we have our logical reasoning. Logical reasoning. Put human errors aside. Put human limitation aside. Check the process. If a person presents a business to you, study it. check it. Ask yourself this thing, if it works, can I pass it over to my children? If it works, will it die before I die? Will the thing die before I die? Just looking at the process. Don't look at who is behind or whatever is. Just look at the process, because most of us, we are not, maybe not of us in this meeting, but many people today, they are deceived by skin color. If it's a white man here talking now, honestly, many people will not even hear what he's saying. They would say, now white man will make a join. I'm telling you the fact. I've seen many now. Are you not in Nigeria? Haven't you seen Pop's skin that they something that a Nigerian owns, he will put a white man's face? Ever trooping. They don't want to know. We should grow above. We have paid enough school fees. Those projects that crash, now school fees you pay. So now you should be able to see, digest. This process, if they follow it through, can it do this thing? And if it's done, can it last for a test of time? Ask those kind of questions. Not because they tell you put money and you're making these profits, you jump inside. Sir, that's not how to judge business. You are gambling if you still continue like that. It's gamble. Regardless of the logic, so long as I see the money, I make money. That's okay for me. That's not life. Such lifestyle cannot take a person too far. It is time we sit to build things that can build us. And the process of establishing such, don't feel it's going to be an easy part, please. Here we tell you, come be an owner of an airport. A person heard it, and then the person asks, how much? They tell him $180. $180. And the person is happy. Oh, wow. I love it. And then tomorrow, the person expects to do nothing. Nothing. You just sit down, they look, the thing will just launch. That's why we tell you, as you come in, we are not talking to people who will be saying, I don't want to talk about it. I just want to be part of it. No, go and read what I put on website. My speech on the website, it will tell you clear the kind of people we are looking for. A person will say it's 2.4 million shareholders. Okay, I love it. This thing can make sense if this become a but. You bring part of those people in your own community, in your own country. Keep bringing people so that we can get this thing done. No, as I'm okay. If the person that said, that person that told you, if that person had taken the same action, don't you think you who will say, I would not, would you have heard it? No. Somebody paid the sacrifice to ensure it got to your table. Don't end it on your table. Let SWIFTtrip breathe from your end and gain life. Share. As we're speaking, I just used to wait for some people maybe they join the meeting, because people like to join a bit late. So thank you for those who got some insight in the few statements I have given in the earlier point. So now let's dive straight into SWIFTtrip. What's SWIFTtrip? SWIFTtrip is a decentralized mobility and commerce service providing business. Beautiful. Seeing the name, it connotes that thing you just saw right there, the aviation and the road transportation. But this presentation is going to take you in depth. You would know more about this thing. And whatever you are knowing here, I tell you the fact, it is the least of what we're coming to accomplish. So if in any way it's looking like strenuous to your mind to say, how can a company accomplish this? Please know that it's the smallest thing that we are here for. The future is so mighty. It's the smallest. So first, shrink all of these things. Small, compress it in your mind and see it as small. Don't let the vision overwhelm you. Overwhelm it and follow us. You are bigger than it. What is SWIFTtrip? It's a decentralized mobility, commerce, and hospitality service providing business. And because of the kind of structure, everyone linked up together, it's an echo chain enterprise. Everyone linked up for financial mutual benefits. The customer, person will book ride, person will book hotel. All of these persons will earn as owners of the business. So the ones rendering the service, you who built the system, everyone is making money. A robust platform for robust services. In this era, if you still see a person who will say 5 services in one, how is it possible? Tap that person and say, wake up, wake up. Do you know the era we are? You think we are still in the past? I just made an example of my age compared to that of my father. I am seated here, global, at once. At one sitting, I am everywhere in the world right now. My father never had that privilege. Don't compare other company structure to what is possible now, nor what is possible tomorrow. What are the core services of SWIFTtrip? Aviation, e-taxi, e-commerce, logistics, hospitality. These are the 5 core services. What you just saw on the first slide, like you've seen on the app here now, the aviation, the flights or the aircraft, then the cars, right? So that's the aviation. We own our own airports. We're not coming to own aircrafts that will be landing in airports, right? We can land in airports. We must. That we have one does not mean we will be carrying our airports here and there, right? If we must land in our airport in China, we built it. But when we have built one and we want to land in China, where do we land? We land in the international airport or whatever airport available. But the vision starts with what? Our own airport. That's the vision. Our vision is not to own aircrafts and then landing everywhere or doing businesses without. No. The vision is well spent. SWIFTtrip will make you an owner, not of aircrafts, an owner of an airport first, and then when SWIFTtrip begins to build itself, you become owner of airports everywhere in the world. Wherever landable, SWIFTtrip should own its own airport. Happy are you that is able to comprehend that you can own this. Feel deserving of it. You never enter airports before. You never enter aircraft. Sir, you can own that airport that will take everyone wherever they want to be. Haven't you seen a person who comes out from Bacha, a mud house, and that person became the world champion? How did it happen? If it is that your past experience can determine your future, how do those kind of things happen? From mud house into paradise. Sheer belief. The ones who comes from mud house and end up in mud house, not the same thing. Believe. Believe. I notice you are not seeing my screen on Telegram. Sorry for that. I just observed on my other device. And I was saying, as you can see on my screen, and nobody told me that I can't see anything on the screen. My ambassadors, what happened?
Some of us are viewing you on the screen.
No, you are seeing me, not my screen. You are seeing me. I'm showing you something on my slide. And I was saying the airports, this, but nobody, I just noticed if I wasn't using another device to check what you are seeing in the meeting, I would not know. Okay, can you see my screen now? Mr. Fabian, can you see?
No.
There is another screen that just popped up. So, great. So, thank you. This was the part I was showing now. The airports. So let me just go back a bit because of the Telegram viewers. The aviation, e-taxi, e-commerce, logistics, hospitality, and then I showed the airport. Thank God we've not really gone too deep before I noticed that. Now, saying this, that's why I said you should feel deserving of this. You should feel deserving of it. Uber, Boats are already performing the e-taxi business worldwide. Sir, I don't know why a person would hear that this is what SWIFT want to accomplish. They are arguing. They are arguing. If you find such people, those are people with customers mentality. Until they see, they believe. The people we are looking for are people who are able to see with their mind, believe it when they have not seen it with their physical eyes. And then by that's why I call it sheer belief. By that simply believing foolishly, as I would define faith. Bible says faith is the substance of things hoped for. He wants to go in depth of that foolishness. He says the evidence. It is the evidence. It is the evidence of waiting you know they see. Did somebody hear me? Foreigners, you will learn Nigerian English. Evidence of what you can't see. So if you ask me to define faith, I say believing foolishly. 2 words summarized it. Believing foolishly. That's the true definition of faith. So what I would just say to everyone, follow foolishly. You are arguing whether 4-5 services is possible. Follow foolishly. You are asking whether people can make you enough airports. Follow foolishly. You are asking if what the CEO says that it will make you a trillionaire in dollars. Follow foolishly. Have those sayings as the evidence of that which is not seen. You want to know a great man? Great men, great women are people who are comfortable with the unbelievable. Did you hear my definition? Great personalities are people who are comfortable with the unbelievable. Media, you can convert that statement to a slide for me, or a design. Thank you so much, my media. I appreciate you. Great men and great women are people who are comfortable with what? The unbelievable. So, who are the average or those in the crowd? It's the opposite. People who are uncomfortable. They are uncomfortable with the what? Unbelievable. They remain small. They would rather want to be in a place where everybody around there are talking only the things that are actually seen. That's the people who discuss waiting they happen, the happenings. They are not in the realm of thinking and bringing something that is not seen. That is contributing to the happenings. They are not involved. So they will prefer where a person will tell them, that thing is not possible. They are okay. They are comfortable with impossibilities. Where they say it is not possible, they are okay in that realm. They like it. Anything that stretches their mind, they avoid it. All these logos you are seeing, we're not partnering with any one of them. We're only making an example of people who have already done great things in this realm of businesses we're coming into. So that's to tell you, what we're doing is not new at all. The hospitality, Transcorp Hilton. So when a person buys on the e-commerce, right, we bill it. That's the DHL aspect you saw. Do we need DHL? Do we need Ops? Do we need AliExpress? Do we need GIG? No, you need SWIFTtrip. So if you tell a person about these 5 core services, the person say, let me think about it. The question I'll ask is what's the person thinking of? He's thinking, I hope the CEO will not run away with my money. That person is not thinking if there is profit in hotels. True or false? True. So you see that at the end, people who decided to follow foolishly will be the ones who would sing new songs at last. And the other ones will say, had I known. When will SWIFTtrip go live? SWIFTtrip is going live at the development or rather, SWIFTtrip is currently in the development process, the vision process, and is calling out not for investors, not for customers, but to subscribers, to visionaries. Come subscribe to the vision. Come subscribe to the vision. You and I, everyone in this meeting, there are visions that in the past we pursued and we left it. Why? It's not easy to convert vision to business. So this is a corporate vision. Train yourself in this, because what is coming through you soonest is massive. If you don't train yourself with consistency, the ability to follow through a tedious process, those things will die. Those things will die off. Anyone who follows SWIFTtrip and you trained yourself in this path, seeing something in a vision, you subscribe to it, you put all your energy to contribute your own quarter to it, and it gets launched. That thing inside of you, who will stand to tell you it is not possible? That's where we say a better version of you emerges. That thing, we can only just use mouth to say a better version. The thing that happens inside of you, English or words in your language cannot express it. Come, let's build this thing. The person who will say no, that person adds no value, nothing, no dime contribution to it. No value added. The only person who adds a value here is one that says, yes, I agree. Whatever any other person says out there, it doesn't contribute a dime to the enhancement or accomplishment of SWIFTtrip. That's why you don't need to sit listening to naysayers. Know what you want and go for what you want. Stop looking for people's approval. The disapproval of people is my approval. What gives me more confidence that what I am doing will work is when you tell me it will not work. I've shown you a lot of stories since 2021. Many around me sat me and gave me good wisdom on how it's not going to work, how it's going to fail. Showed a very successful man the PYC structure. The man said it's not going to work. If it's some people hearing from such a credible personality, they are dead already. They die off. Their spirit, it departs from them. They just say, let me look for something else to do. Me, as I was leaving the office, I said, yes, this is an approval that this thing we're talking about will work. When they can't see it, that is a huge opportunity looking and staring at you. When everybody can see it, the opportunity don't pass. Everybody will say yes to SWIFTtrip. That's the time SWIFTtrip will say, hey, it's okay. It's okay. We don't need subscribers anymore. Business has launched. Go and download the app free. This opportunity is gone. Today, you will tell a person, join. The person will go ask people around him, have you heard about SWIFTtrip? They say, no. I beg you, that kind of thing. Please, I need something that is popular. By the time it becomes popular, the opportunity to be a co-owner of that thing, to start that popularity, that thing is gone. Those who started it, when you don't understand what it means to kick-start a process, hey, if only they understand. If only they understand. So it's either you make them understand or find those who understand. And don't allow those who don't understand drain your energy at all. At all. So look at the subscribers. How do you subscribe to SWIFTtrip? You can be a deluxe owner. You can be a base owner. We have 7 levels for the stakeholders going out on the 28th of February. From 28th of February, you can't buy a higher stake in SWIFTtrip. Everybody becomes a node holders who are coming in. Okay, so today is 8 levels. March 1st, it will be 1 level. The level 8 becomes the one and only 0.5015% ownership of SWIFTtrip, available at $180. Today you get it for $80, $100 lesser. So buy it when you can, while it's cheap. Congratulations. And for Nigerians, we even slashed it down the more. Rather than paying the standard rate of dollars today, you are paying 1,000 naira per dollar. That's 80,000 naira. Please don't miss it. When will SWIFTtrip go live? When will SWIFTtrip go live? At the sales of 5% profit share, 5% profit share slots from this app being built. That's the system we're building, which will be the platform for all of these services. The business would launch at the sales of 3% shares, and then we say, thus, SWIFTtrip is embedded in a milestone. The launch of SWIFTtrip embedded in a milestone of 2.4 million node subscribers. 2.4 million node subscribers. 2.4 million people coming to buy 0.50125%. They are paying $180. So what's the problem? Why are we not getting people? Why since 2021 we're only 10,000 people? Have you asked yourself that question? Reputation is the reason of the delay. Nothing more than that. You don't need to break anybody's head to get 2.4. The only thing that will build the reputation and you get the number you need is what? Persistence. Persistence breaks that resistance. People are resisting it now. Is what you need is just what? Persistence. You don't need to overdo it. You don't need to overshadow. You don't need to do anything special more than what we are doing. If only this Telegram meeting is what we are doing, we say we will not hold any kind of event physically, we are good to go. We connect to the world consistently here, we'll get it done. I'm telling you the fact. No strategy supersedes appearing every day globally. So why are people not looking at the direction of SWIFTtrip yet? Reputation, keep that in mind. That's why many people fail. And what do you mean to fail? Does it mean that it didn't work? The person stopped talking. The person stopped showing up. That's why people say 2.4 million persons. How? What if it doesn't happen? What if? How? Where did the what if is coming from? Where, please? So let me give you a vivid example. Let's use someone we know so much. That's in a line of business. And not a politician, but let's just use businessman. Let's use Obi Kubana. It wasn't more than 3 years ago or so that he became popular, right? That they said they know a man called Obi Kubana. Reputation established. When they look around, they say, oh, he has done this, he has done that. When he was doing it, anybody know him? No. Now, today, the things that took him years to build, years, with this established reputation. Reputation means many has known him now. They can say he's credible because they can do trust or trace back what he did. Whether you don't do anything with him, for you never do anything before, you just say, the man is credible. You don't do anything with him. No. Why? I have seen things he has done. That's reputation. Reputation is an atomic bomb. The effect is like an atomic bomb. So what could have taken him, it took him like 10 years in the past to accomplish. Now, 10 months is too much. 10 months is too much. Reputation built. So, if now Big Ubana come and say I need 5 million people, and I don't want to go global in this time, I just need Nigerians, 5 million people to contribute to this project, or rather to buy an ownership of this project, $500, and it's closing in 5 months. Sam, what do you say will happen for Nigeria? How long do you think it will take him to do it? Will he get to the 5 months before it closes? 5 million people don't enter. Do you see reputation? They don't want to know whether it will work. Bim. Anybody who has come to understand reputation and its power, he will be patient. A time is coming. The same me. The same me. I never talk finish. The project is done. People will say, what do you want done, sir? It's not mouth, it's reputation, if you've understood it. Go look at Jack Ma in his past years of how he was rejected right from secondary school until he graduated, until everything. Even in the police force, he went to apply for police to be police in China, or the country he was around China. They chose everybody that came, but when they came to him, they said, your CV looks like it, but your stature is not it. He was the only one rejected, and that thing occurred in his life several times in every job he hunted for. Why? You can see that kind of contenance, why it took him 14 years to gain the reputation that finally took him to launch Alibaba.com. Today, the same stature, when he sits to speak, they pay him over $1 million just to talk in a seminar, to teach people how to be successful. The same man who was rejected. What took him through that 14 years and then he finally get it done? Persistence breaketh resistance. Don't feel that it's special for one country, that anybody there. Guy, if you are a white man, you would still have got ideas that nobody supported you and they died. Because you died in faith to keep talking about it. Nothing fails, nothing dies until the pioneer decides, say, don't tire. Are you with me? My mouth at times, it's in the sweet, you know the sweet. That thing you left, that thing that died in your hands, check it. Why did it die? You died. Did it just die? Check it very well. The time you said, I have tried my best, what happened? Was it actually your best? Was it actually your best? Your best is not enough. So just stay put there. If they work, you know they work. Stay there until it's bettered. So when you hear airports, you like it. Go and tell another person and see if the person will like it. You easily could remove your money, depart with it and put it in the project and say, I stand with the project. Go and tell another person. Go and tell that very close friend of yours that you think is very educated and smart, and see what the person will say to you. That's where you will know you are a special breed in the realm of humans. You are not normal. Every normal human being cannot see something inside their mind and say, I go. The normal ones would judge by like Thomas. Until I put my hands in the hole. That's a normal human being. So you just have to be what? Abnormal. See and believe. Then you see that thing inside your mind. And then you don't just believe it for yourself. You believe it for others. And you are able to talk about it. Selling these units until it is done. Those are the kind of persons we are looking for. Not the ones who will believe it only for themselves. So you see the kind of path we are. We are not just calling to a person, say, come and buy. Come and believe. You believe it and believe for others. Do you see how rare our kind is? We are rare. So if you have seen it and you are able to believe for others, congratulations. You are not normal. Hold it like that and run with it. By the time you are done building this, people will come back to you and say, how? Then you see many people who will still be jealous in you. But pass through the suffering you pass through. No. Pass through that abnormality that you pass through confidently. Pass it. No, they cannot pay that kind of sacrifice, but they want to enjoy the same kind of lifestyle. We'll be launching in Nigeria and the United Kingdom. What makes us stand out? The PYC. I promised to talk about it this morning. The PYC, paying your customers, first of its kind, we're putting our customers on payroll, and then you would see how this structure pays the customers. It hasn't happened. It hasn't happened nowhere in the world that any company has paid its customers. If you say, I am working for this company and the company is paying me, it's the same thing SWIFTtrip is doing now, that you would sell a unit, the company pays you from what the person paid, right? The person paid, we say $80, the person paid. From that $80, we pay you your advertisement bonus. Why? Because you sold. The same thing with product companies. Whatever you are carrying around selling, say I'm selling a product for a company now, they are paying you from what you are selling. True of us? True. The one we are talking about, pay your customers. Have you ever entered a transport? You get to your destination. They render that service to you. And at the end of it, the company say, we made this profit from you. Take part of the profit we made. They paid you back. Has it ever happened? Have you ever lodged in a hotel and then they paid you? They pay you in those ones that you are selling something, because without you, they can't do it. They can't reach to that person. But the one that they know fully well as a company, that this one, you need us 100%. You travel to that state or to that country, you book a hotel, you need that place. If you don't need it, go on that place, or you sleep under the bridge. You are the one who need them. Sleep, you pay. At the end of the day, you check out the next day, money gone. Right? So in such services, where has it happened that you are checking out, the company say, thank you, this is the profit we made from you, take back 2%. It has never happened. And we are not doing this by trying and error. We are doing it by the understanding of the era that we are. This is the era where companies are no longer the owners of the business. They have never been. They are the profit generators. The customers have always been the profit generators. They own the business. So it's insane that in this decentralized era, where there is a massive shift from centralized patterns of operations, that a company will still build a business. And guess what? The company built that business for themselves. CEO, shareholders are making money, service providers are earning, and the owners of the business are sidelined. Who are the owners? The customers. Those ones who built it are what? Servants. Say we are serving, right? Servants. So who's then the owner? The customers. Have any company ever regarded the customers as the owners? But yet they will say we are here to serve. We are servants. And at the same time, the bosses. What is coming is massive. And congratulations that you are part of the fathers of the PYC. First of its kind globally, will customers be regarded as owners of the business, and they are going to earn as owners of the business. So, if that is going to happen, a simple question here. KYC, know your customers, and PYC, pay your customers. Which will overrule the other? The PYC rules out the KYC. Congratulations once again. That's the shareholders. 5% goes to them. 80% goes to the driver. 3% goes to the people who recommended the customer. There are people who recommended the drivers. There are people who recommended the customers. So both those who recommended service providers, those who recommended customers, my God, they earn. Oh, don't miss this. It's in the aviation too. People buy the tickets, they earn from what they bought. E-commerce, logistics. Not until this is implemented, people won't understand. Many will think that, okay, highest, the company would infuse what it will pay back to the people inside it. When you go book another hotel, for instance, and you pay 500,000 naira per night, and you come to SWIFTtrip, you pay 500,000 and you are paid. I don't know if you will go back to that one. Just as they said, thank you, see you another time, see you later. SWIFTtrip says thank you with an alert. My God. You'll feel good. Who's the brain behind SWIFTtrip? Honorable Richard Nade, founder and the CEO of SWIFTtrip. Thank you for believing in this project. It's going to be awesome all the way. So how do you subscribe? Or rather, how you earn as a subscriber? We're going to make an analysis of 0.05%, which is the deluxe, and 0.50125%, which is the node slot. And we are looking at this chart here where you see how every shareholder has earned in cents and kobo. And looking at the top, you see we say after a trip that costs a passenger $4 in the United States or 2,000 naira in Nigeria, the company would have paid the driver 80%, which will be $3.3 if it's in 4, right? And then 1,600 to the driver if it's in naira. Then the investors, you who built the business, the subscribers, yes, I will update that slide, not investors, rather. I've always told us that here you are far beyond an investor. Yeah, so we'll upgrade that. The subscribers ends in this manner. So you happen to be a deluxe owner. You earn 1 naira from a trip. Let's go to the next slide and get it clearer. So $4 multiplied by the volume of the deluxe share. What do you get? The volume of the deluxe share is what? 0.05%. 4 multiplied by 0.05%. Do it by yourself on your calculator. You get 0.202 cents. 2,000 naira multiplied by 0.05, that gives you 1 naira. 1 naira. You seen the person who invested 128 million naira? You're showing him how he earns 1 naira. If that person has been enjoying Ponzi schemes, please, whose mic is open? Admins, please check for me and mute every mic. Thank you very much. I'm getting a feedback. $4 multiplied by the node share, 0.5025%. That gives you 0.705 cents. 2,000 naira multiplied by the node share, that gives you 0.4025 kobo. Let's see how cents can become millions, billions, and trillions of dollars. Per day analysis, study that yourself. This is a very good chart that shows you the percentage and how you're earning. And then we have the per day analysis. Congratulations, study it yourself. We have the per month analysis. Let's see where we could be in 5 years from now. 5 years from now, Service has performed thousands of trillions of transactions. As time goes by, we're talking of trillions of trillions of trillions of trillions in their trillions of transactions completed. So when we say SWIFTtrip makes $1 trillion, it's because we know that the system is endless. The end of SWIFTtrip is the coming of Christ. How do we know? None of us brought transportation into this life. None of us is taking it out. None of us bought buying and selling. None of us is taking it out. None of us brought accommodation. People want to stay in a place. Nobody brought it here, right? It has been since the existence of men when they started building. So we're living. No one is taking it out. This thing is here to stay. And it's reliable then to build a system upon this. So let's look at something where we say if SWIFTtrip has performed 50 trillion trips in the space of 5 years, 5 years, 50 trillion trips, nobody will dispute the fact that a system like this can perform 50 trillion trips. But if you meet a person who is disputing any fact on this slide, what the person is arguing is the number of years. So rather than arguing about the years when 50 trillion trips can be done, of which the CEO have always said 3 years best case, 5 years worst case. So a person you will share with might not be able to comprehend it the way we do, Then ask the person, what's your perfect limit for this? 20 years, 50 years, congratulations, whatever the person holds. Run ahead and keep explaining. Don't dwell in any argument. Don't dwell in any argument. Don't let anybody argue nothing with you, talking about this future with us. Just keep building. If the person refuses to agree with you, sir, carry yourself, go. Talk to somebody else. But that person will not forget the name SWIFTtrip. Is there everybody that heard about Bitcoin that joined Bitcoin? Did they stop Bitcoin from becoming what it is today? Is there everybody that heard about Coca-Cola that joined Coca-Cola? Did it stop? Didn't they call it scam? Did it stop it from becoming what it is today? Did everyone who heard Uber, did they all join? Oh, have you seen the video of Uber? Let's see, I think I have it. I will come back to this slide, please. Let's see something. If today is your first time, let's see. You know, when we say everything follows a process, you might see some gigantic companies today. You didn't know they were once in this part, an early stage. Let's hear from someone you know so well, Kevin Hart.
I had the opportunity to invest in Uber. Me too. In early stages. This makes me so mad. Troy Carter tells me, he's like, Kev, it's called Uber. He's like, there's an app, and you say you need a ride, one of the drivers under our app will come get you. Sounds like Murderville to me. I said, this got to be the stupidest shit I ever heard.
Let me play that again for you.
I had the opportunity to invest in Uber. Me too. In early stages. This makes me so mad. Troy Carter tells me, he's like, Kev, it's called Uber. He's like, there's an app, and you say you need a ride, one of the drivers under our app will come get you. Sounds like Murderville to me. I said, this got to be the stupidest shit I ever heard.
Listen to the other man.
Sorry. He comes to me like, I got this thing, it's going to replace taxi cab. I'm like, I love it. He had a valuation of like $10 million, and I said, I'll do it.
Did you hear that? Beautiful, if you did. Everything passed through what stages. That man heard it. He said, it is the stupidest shit. Talking of Uber. So many of you will hear Uber today and say, if I heard about Uber, I would have joined. You for no join, no. He said he held it early, in the earliest stage. So it's making him so mad today, seeing the glory at which Uber is flying. There is nothing as much as so painful. Seeing people succeeding in an opportunity they called you to be part of. And you said no. You will not forget it. The name Uber was even sounding stupid to him. How did he remember it? When I tell you anybody you tell about SWIFTtrip won't forget the name. I know what I'm telling you. They won't forget. No matter if that person, like, let him argue heaven and earth, the person is adding no dime contribution to the project. That argument it's useless. But what you have planted, the person can't forget it. So walk away. You have done your part. Anybody can naysay it. But tomorrow, every naysayer will repent at your success. You need to continue building. You have time for naysayers. You have the time. For me, I'm on the way, straight up, looking for those who will contribute value to the process. How? Those ones who say yes. But how are you going to find them? You must find the naysayers first. You must go through them. So when you are passing through the naysayers, know what you are passing through them for. Know what you are passing through them for. You are in a search of the ones who adds value to what you are passing on. So don't be perturbed when you hear a person say this or that against it. There was a man in 2022. Even in 2023, we still have such threats. After talking to the man about it, he said you are scamming people. I will report you to EFCC. He said authorities will come and pick you up. You this small boy, you are looking for money you take. Nonsense. Have I ever shared that with you? Today, I'm still waiting for the EFCC. In 2023, somebody still said it. He said, rubbish, Shipper. He said, I am moving strongly, reporting you to every security agent. They must pick you up. My brother, now here I dey. I'm waiting for the security agent. Only one question will destabilize them. Nonsense. To today, I am waiting. Where are they? You know, report again. Whatever so long it's a naysaying, a negative saying, it adds no contribution to that part. Stand solid. Know what you are looking for. If you don't find such people, you will never find the one who says, yes, I've always told us. Where some people will be asking questions, heaven and earth, they ask everything. There's a one who won't even ask Shingbaim. He will say, where's the account? Pay. Okay, now, this thing, I was not understanding it too. But when I heard airport, it blew my mind. I had to pay. Now I'm a shareholder. Explain more, sir. The ones who will ask heaven and earth, they never register. They won't even register. I've passed through those ones. Well. Argue every argument. They will not. That's why I tell you, don't bother arguing. Pass through them. You can't see the one who said yes without passing through them. So know what you are doing in the process. Don't be thrown off balance. Some people will come back to the meeting after meeting and say, see, this thing you said, one of my prospects said that because of that thing I will not be part of SWIFTtrip. I've always told us several times, whatever I say from this office, know that this place you are seeing me right now, I'm not here. I am in my office at the airport of SWIFTtrip. That's where I speak to you from. Anybody that gets pissed off of a saying that I will say I said this and that's why he will not be part of it. It's not me that said it, it's the spirit of SWIFTtrip that said it. He deliberately pissed that person off. And if you tell me exactly the word the person said, I will take note of it and I will say it again. Shareholders who are telling me not to say this one again. Do you see it? We say SWIFTtrip will make you a trillionaire in dollars. It wasn't on this slide before. But when a person came saying, not just one person, many, they said, stop saying it, CEO, stop. SWIFTtrip, it think they scare people. I say, oh really? Somebody said he will not join because I said this. Where's the slide? Please update that slide. Put it there. In case I forget to say it, the slide will either remind me. If I jump it, when you are reading through the slide, you will see it. Now, who don't know where they go? Now they turn here and there just to please everybody. We are not here to please everybody. We are here to please the owners of SWIFTtrip. The owners of SWIFTtrip, when they hear my voice, they will say, that is a lion. As fellow lions, we relate with him. We move all the way. So why won't you please everyone? Just look at this scenario. When a lion is coming, an antelope standing, will the antelope come to hug him? Can the lion pull off his skin just to now please the antelope and wear the skin of an antelope? Is it possible? So when the lion appears, what did the antelope do? Pew! It clears of the way. Know who you are. You are a lion. When you speak audaciously like a lion. So that those that are not meant for what you are bringing will shift, they will depart. So that those who are meant for it can cluster around and we get it done. Don't be afraid in any standard. Don't shake. No matter how audacious the naysayer sounds, they are only what? Naysayers. What do I mean? No matter how confident a negative person sounds, one drop of positivity dilutes their naysaying. No wonder at the end they will always say, I feel so mad. I feel so angry with myself that I was so stupid to miss this kind of future. Have you seen a positive man making that kind of regret? If the positive man joins something, he no work, he will say, Chai, This one, upon all the hope it gave to us, it didn't work. No, now why? That means they will forgive themselves. You can easily forgive yourself. But you see am, they tell you, you talk all the wisdom. Finally, he launched, becoming a world changer. That person will, hey, he can't forget that table where they were sharing the information to him or her. We show a person a process how what you can become a billionaire in naira within 5 years, and holding how much 0.0000125%. Multiply this and you see 1.25 billion. The person begins to argue with you. What are you arguing for? Move ahead. Study the asset growth rate, and then we say SWIFTtrip make you $1 trillion. Congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. Just keep sharing the information, and if you share the information with others, that is what we ought to be doing now. As you're sharing the information within this space of February, it's today 12th to 28th. This is the earning structure: $15, 10% on the stake. When you sell the unit, you sell a unit of SWIFTtrip in the nodes. $15 is paid to you. $2.5 is paid. $1, $0.5 is paid in the third generation. But from March, look at it. From March 1st, this is what happens for those who are joining today for the first time as well. Where is it? Okay, it's here. So you can get this slide from FIS. Click on SWIFTtrip Seminar Slide version 10. You have it. Why is it not opening? It's also on the chat. Just scroll down a bit. There's it. You can open it from here as well. And just keep the screen like this mid-air, so you can scroll, and then you find this chart. Yeah. So we say become an active campaign, an active campaigner. That's what you can be doing now. So what will my role be as a subscriber in the movement leading up to the launch of SWIFTtrip? Our role, we are doing the same thing. That's what I am doing right now. We are actively campaigning SWIFTtrip. So campaign in your area. Let people know how much you love SWIFTtrip. No matter what they're saying, tell them I love SWIFTtrip. Have you heard about SWIFTtrip? Keep finding people who have never heard about it. And that day you saw one person, you have fulfilled that task for that day. SWIFTtrip has gained life. And then you tell them to join SWIFTtrip. So as you're an active campaigner, you definitely will earn big from the SWIFTtrip campaign pool fund. And that fund is coming from the $80 which people pay as what we call campaign sponsorship fund. They pay $100 for the project fee, which we call the profit share subscription. You subscribe to the profit share through $100, and then the campaign sponsorship fund $80. So that's where we pay our campaigners from. Okay, so in that pool, we are going to generate $191,200,000. Imagine that, and the person will be in this circle, and decide not to fetch nothing from this pool. We don't need such dormancy. And then we say SWIFTtrip campaign pays. How you earn as a campaigner from SWIFTtrip campaign sponsorship pool fund? Sell the profit share slot, and you're getting $50. That's from March 1st. $50, $15, $10, $5. How about that? Isn't that awesome? $80 spent on the campaign, which that person you brought in. And it's going to be amazing from then on. So we have extra campaign cash awards, $50 when you have sold 50 nodes, $5, $1,000 as an icon award comes to you when you have sold 500 nodes. $10,000 comes to you when you have sold 5,000 slots. So don't miss the profit share of SWIFTtrip. It's going to be amazing. So this is how you subscribe. You pay to SWIFTIFY Technologies Limited, FCNB. The company accounts are there: Naira, USD, pounds, and euro. If you're making international transactions, you are using the SWIFT code. Then send proof of payment to your sponsor along with the name, phone number, and email. and every other thing would be a history. That person helps you to connect with the company. That's your sponsor. So if you're a fresh sponsor here, this is what you do. You connect with the company, sending the proof of payment which your prospect has sent to you. Send it to this number you see that that's the headquarters contact to reach to the global admin of SwiftTrip. And then you can as well now know our able shareholders. These are able shareholders of SwiftTrip. Here they are. Media, get my device, please. Media, yes, my device. I will need it so I can share the screen here. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here today. I want to introduce our able ambassadors in the house representing SwiftTrip worldwide. Thank you for all you do. We really, really, really appreciate you. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you so much, sir. All right. Here you are. Can you see the screen shared? Beautiful. We have our ambassador in Ebonyi State. Is the hub admin of SwiftTrip in Ebonyi, Chukwemeka Umeso, an active campaigner of SwiftTrip. If you are in Ebonyi and you've not related with him, you're missing a great time. There is no prospect of yours that will go to Ambassador Chukwemeka that will come back the same. I'm telling you the facts. If you're in Ebonyi and you're only joining the live meeting, you've not met Chukwemeka, it's an error. Please reach out to him. And then for you as a sponsor right there, you send the activation, you send the receipt of payment to him. He sent activation code to you after confirming your payment. And if you don't know how to do the activation, he also will teach you. We have Ambassador Jerry. He's the hub admin of SwiftTrip in Rivers State and the chairman of SwiftTrip hub admin committee worldwide. And Ambassador Chukwemeka is the assistant chairman worldwide. Thank you so much for what we do for SwiftTrip. So if you're in Rivers State, please send your activation, your receipts for confirmation and then activation code sent to you. Send that receipt to Ambassador Jerry. Please take notes. This is not for the new members. New members, I'm talking to sponsor right now. So I've already educated the new members that when you pay, you send it to the person who told you about SwiftTrip. If you send it to, if you are in River State and you just made a payment, you send it to Ambassador Jerry. He will send you back to the person who told you about SwiftTrip. So there's no need of passing that long route. It's the person who told you about, that's the shareholder that can help you relate with these admins. When you have become a shareholder, that's when you can now reach to the admins yourself. You don't need to pass through your sponsor anymore to activate other persons coming under you. You now reach the company directly. I believe that's very clear. We have Fabian. Fabian is the first. I wanted to start talking to first timers. So Fabian, at the end of the meeting, you will speak if you want to speak or you have any question. We have Ambassador Dr. Unna. He's the hub admin also in Ebonyi State. Reach out to him to register your prospects. We have Madam Chinoyerum, Ambassadress Chinoyerum in Germany. Connect with her to register your prospects. What happened? Is the network? Where is she? Network, take her out. Okay. Ambassadress Chinoyerum. Connect with her to register your prospect in Germany. Thank you so much. If you are in Italy or you're in France, connect with Ambassador Martins, hub admin of SwiftTrip in Italy and in France. Thank you so much for all you do. We have Ambassador Shedrack, hub admin of SwiftTrip in Abuja, Nigeria. Connect with him to register your prospects. Okay, those are the hub admins in the house today. So if you don't find your hub admin, you can as well. If there's no hub admin in your state, you reach out to the headquarters and you will be promptly attended to. Thank you so much. Question, if you have any question we can ask, please click the middle button to speak I appreciate every one of us who have gone through this session with us today. Caleb, oh, you're welcome. Beautiful baby we have there. New friends, greeting us now. Obina Eze, thank you. This should be your first time. We're happy to connect with you in SWIFTtrip. If Naya, you stay here, thank you so much. We love your smile. Thank you for being here today. You can ask questions. Oh, I love your bio. You say, I am possibility. It's not a wonder that you met SWIFTtrip, knowing you are a possibility on your own. Thank you so much. And she said she subscribed to SWIFTtrip 3 days ago. Immediately she heard about it. Indeed, you are a possibility. Thank you. We have Clifford Oju Belly. Thank you. We have God's Time Okiti. Thank you. We have a lot of new friends. Thank you, able shareholders, for making SWIFTtrip a household name. Awesome, awesome. This, I see you. Oh, this is our new wife. You changed your bio, so I was like, who's having similar emoji with you? Thank you for being here. Iyanga. Iyanga, it's not your first time. Thank you, thank you. In case I skipped you as a new friend, please just click the middle button and you'll be able to speak. It's very easy to speak in the meeting. There's a middle button. As you can see my screen. Yeah, you see the screen I'm displaying. You see this blue button at the middle showing unmute. If I click on it, you see it turned saying you are live. So please do that. Click it and you'll be happy talking with us live. Click the middle button, your hands will be raised and we'll attend to your questions. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm waiting for us. Do you have any question? Do you have any contribution? Okay, so in absence of no question, let's hear from our own very chairman, the chairman of SWIFTtrip Hub Admin Committee. He's in the house. Thank you, Ambassador Jerry, for all you do for SWIFTtrip. Are you driving? Are you in a comfortable place to speak? Let's hear from you. If it's not comfortable with you now, we as well know what to do. Okay, we have a free book. Your hands are raised. Ambassador Jerry, your mic is not opening. Why? Is it network? Free book, how are you? Aha, your mic is up now. Thank you, boss. You can speak, boss. Then after that, free book will speak. Are you in a comfortable place to speak, sir?
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Over to Ambassador Jerry.
It's a very wonderful morning this morning to all. This morning, it's a countdown to the big one happening tomorrow here in Port Harcourt and, of course, the world at large.
Yeah.
SWIFTtrip is one opportunity that will never repeat itself. Because, you know, in every decade, in every century, there is something that will always change the lives of those who take advantage of it when it came. So this time around, here is an opportunity for you to rewrite history and, of course, to make a mark in your own little space. Now, you may have been told by someone who invited you to this meeting, and of course, you're still waiting, deliberating to really want to understand and, you know, try to figure out the possibilities based on your previous experiences. You know, one thing I always tell you, if you have this risk and this fear toward risk, you virtually will never make any impact in life. Those who are making the mark in this world are those who people thought were not normal. When they said, I am going to do this here, no man and I should be big talking, they talk. But when the individuals stay on that path, and eventually succeeds, the same people will turn back and say, you know why I love that guy? He's got guts. The same people who said the negative yesterday will start professing the positive. And we're already seeing it manifest in the course of our journey toward our destination in SWIFTtrip. The storyline is changing now, the narration is changing.
Yes, sir.
Nobody's talking about whether it's not doable. It's now, when will it start? You know, there was a time it was, don't mind them, they don't know what they are doing. They're just talking big talk. And they've seen us survive different phase of their expected time of failure.
I hear you, sir.
You know, because there are those who will be signed for you to fail. And when they see that the time came and you were still waxing stronger, and then they will not change it from, but it's like it might be too long, or it might take so long. So the point is, whether it takes long to come, the question you should ask yourself is, if it comes today, will I be counted among those who will be beneficiaries of this very wonderful opportunity? That's what you should ask yourself. If you will not, then do the right thing now. I'm always a testimony of what we have in this group. For those who are shouting, launch, 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 I always say it. I joined in 2021. I have never for one day asked the CEO, when are we going to launch, or go and launch, because I understand the process. Please, try to understand processes. Figure it out. It is said that Rome was never built in one day. I always ask people, look at the east-west road we are constructing in Nigeria. That road is almost as old as some persons in this forum, but it's still going on. And we believe that one day it's going to be completed, whether the forces that are against it likes it or not. And that's the thing we said out here. The naysayers, whether they like it or not, the only thing to take is time.
Sure.
But you know, if you were saying that it will take 10 years last year, it means that 1 year is gone, so it's remaining just 9 years. So before your very eyes, the 9 years will also roll by, and you see us rolling in the spirit of SWIFTtrip. So I have not much to say to you other than, if you don't have the money, go and borrow. If you have the money, waste that. Waste no further time. Key in now, and together we will be in the committees of nations as the pioneers who made the mark in this country have shown people how people shortly after that. So thank you very much for allowing me the opportunity to speak to our hearts. And I hope that for those of us in Port Harcourt and environs, the big one is going to happen live tomorrow. Don't miss it. This is the time to share real love. Share love by putting someone with SWIFTtrip. And the person will remember that the year 2025 celebration of love was not just giving of flowers, but you gave an ocean of wet that would never dry. So, SWIFTtrip, once again, will echo it, will bounce, and where we bounce it to, right to the top. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ambassador Jerry. That's an awesome one. Hearing that voice, a fatherly voice. Anyone who is smart should be part of it. For those who would still, okay, just a minute. What? Why? Why's my mic not coming up, please? Get me another battery, please. We have Afric here to join us. Or rather, Afric, your mic is open, you can speak, Afric. Just give me one. Thank you. Seems like this. Okay. This one has initially used something to remove that button. Take note of it. Okay, thank you so much. I think I'm head now. Um, Ambassador Jerry, thank you so much. That was a wonderful um, advice given to us, and it went straight to our hearts. Afric Book, how are you? Your mic was opened, your hands raised. Can we hear you? Afric Book, speak up. Is there any other hands raised? Inyang, you're welcome. Your mic is opened. Click the middle button to speak. We'll be live again by 8 p.m. tonight, so invite your friends, share the same link, and have everyone connect with us live. Yang, click the middle button. You raised your hands to speak. You can as well click the same button again. If you're speaking now, we can't hear you. Africa, if you're speaking, we can't hear you. You have to click the middle button that is showing you unmute. Unmute yourself. And you will. Aha. That's Yang. How you doing?
Yes.
Great to connect with you.
Fine, sir. God bless you.
God bless you too.
I am happy to meet you because I've been struggling to connect since all this time.
Wow.
But today I'm connected.
Thank
I'm
you
happy.
so much. I'm happy to meet
I
you.
believe the Lord Almighty, who has given you this vision, will also perfect it. Everything that stands as an obstacle, the Lord will pull them down.
Amen.
We are getting there. I
Amen.
hope so. By His grace.
Amen.
In Jesus' name.
Amen. Thank you so much. Which state are you connecting from, Mr. Yang?
I'm connecting from Ogun State.
From Ogun State. Thank you so much. Thank you. We appreciate you. So please, by evening,
Ogun State.
invite your friends with the same link. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, sir.
Great. So we have Afric Book Word. Your mic is still on the mute. All right. Thank you so very much, everyone. Love you all. It has been a great time today talking about SWIFTtrip. See you again by 8 p.m. and see you live with us. Tomorrow is going to be an amazing time. Live at the headquarters from 2 p.m. to 6. We're going to be having a Valentine program, which you are expected to come with your prospects. Every event, if you can pull a friend down to this place, or rather pull a friend up to this place, we're not down in any way. Yeah, pull them up. They have to come up to meet us. You pull them up to this place, they are going to say thank you to you at the end of it. So invite your friends. Use that medium. Tell them, come dine and wine with us and hear something that's going to change your future. So it's not just for shareholders, it's for our prospects. Thank you for all we do. Fabian, you wanted to speak. Your mic is open.
Well, it's just to appreciate your efforts, because I noticed that in every of these meetings, you're always there. That's a very good mark of a leader.
Thank you so much,
I
sir.
appreciate all the efforts you've been making to make sure that we all are somewhere tomorrow.
Wow. Thank you so much, Fabian.
The big thing.
I appreciate you. When did you join SWIFTtrip?
It's about a month and now.
A month and which state are you connecting from?
Enugu.
From Enugu, yes. I think you said it yesterday. I'll try to keep it in mind. Thank you so much. We are really happy to link up with you. Keep the consistency on. Keep sharing. Keep attending meetings. And before you know what's happening, you will get more understanding and clarity of where we're heading to. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, so I'm not seeing any hands raised. Okay, Ifunaya, I heard from you in the beginning. I'd like to hear from you now. How are you, Ifunaya? Ifunaya, how are you?
I'm fine, sir.
Yeah, great to connect with you again. Hope you gained more insights staying through to the end of this meeting today.
Yeah, I really appreciate. Please, I got more light on the class, or I call it the
Yeah,
webinar.
you're right. It's a university on its own.
Yeah, it's more explanatory right now. So
Great.
there are some questions I had at mind, but it was cleared. So that
Amazing.
was not saying anything. Though I really thank um the person that invited me. It has been long though, but he has been he
He
has
never
been
he didn't give up.
following me. Sorry?
He didn't give up on you.
Yeah, he didn't give up on me because I was working on something, so I was not financially buoyant
Wow.
during the time he told me about it, but it was really, really in my mind. Yeah, I missed one shares.
Tell us
My
about
sister
it.
some years ago, so the
Wow.
thing really, really hurts me. And when he told me about it, so I said, no matter, even if I don't understand what it means, based on some of the teachings and the things they post on the group on WhatsApp, I said it's a must. I must get a share here. Even
Beautiful.
if he was discussing with me on, well, I say on January, and he was telling me about the prices. Even now that I logged into the channel, I
Yeah.
saw some pictures. There was a time it was sold at 15,000 naira. I was like, whoa,
Okay.
where
Yeah.
was I? So on January he was telling me about the price. I told him no matter, even if it is going to be 200 or something thousand, like by March, my mom be say I must get it before it launches, and I was praying to God to
Wow.
make the provisions, and I really thank God that provision came around on Tuesday, and I made that was the first payment I made on Tuesday. It
Beautiful.
was very, very early in the morning. I was not even online. I made the payment and sent it to him on WhatsApp. So
Wow.
when he came online and he started processing everything, I really thank God for it. And I'm very, very happy to hear from you today.
Thank you
The
so much.
webinar, when you speak, that part of being a lion, and it's really, really
You like it?
encouraging.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm happy. I'm happy to hear from Naya. Thank you so much.
Pleasure, sir.
Thank you so much. So
You're
please
welcome.
invite your friends to the meeting tonight, and they will be happy also. Thank you. Wow.
All right.
All right. So it's so interesting always to meet like minds. I am happy. Ambassador Chukwemeka, your mic is open. Do you want to give us some words?
My able CEO,
Yeah, the lion himself.
I, I greet you, boss.
Yes, boss.
How are you doing, boss?
I'm very fine. And you and family?
We are great, sir.
Great, great. So,
Yeah, I greet the shareholders.
yeah, one or two from you.
I just want to say something regarding our friend that is here, Mr. Fabian.
Great.
Yeah, you know, as a shareholder of SWIFTtrip, when you're talking about Swift, don't just, because some of us, when we talk about SWIFTtrip, we're just talking to get the advert bonus. That is why you have some shareholders who are in SWIFTtrip, and they will still be introducing another business to you, because to them, looking what they are getting currently as a campaigner. But you should look beyond that. You should see SWIFTtrip as your own business, and that is what it is. And that will give you the audacity that when you are talking, you don't care people around. You don't care what people will say. I'm saying all this because of how I got our brother Fabian. I am the one that brought him into.
Amazing.
Now, yeah, we are coming back from Abakaliki to Enugu, and we entered the same Siena. And it happened that day, Burning Bush was the one anchoring meeting, but he was kind of busy, so he was looking for someone that would present. So he called on me to speak. him, I'm on transit. I don't know if they can hear me. He said, yes, they can hear me. I should present. Now, inside that Sienna, the way I was talking,
My
the way I was
God.
calling the pigeons, the way I was talking about the airport. So, and it happened that where I wanted to alert is where he dropped to. So, he approached me immediately. This thing you are saying, mentioning trillions and airport, I'm interested in it.
I hear you.
He's a NAFDAC officer. He didn't even ask if Swift will have NAFDAC number.
I hear you.
And
Wow.
the way I shared the opportunity with him, in fact, he said, can I still get it at this amount at the end of the month? Then it was 70-something thousand. I said it will be increasing by 5. Which week then it's going to add about 3,000 thereabouts before the end of the month. He said he will pay. He will be part of it. And at the end of the month, he got the money. He paid in. And today he's here. He's always in the meeting. He's inviting people.
Wow.
So when you talk about SWIFTtrip, don't talk because you just want to get referral bonus. This is your business. Talk. Let them hear it. That SWIFTtrip will make them trillionaires in dollars. So that is just a kind of advice to our shareholders. Don't listen to what people are saying. Be bold wherever you are. So you can imagine that boldness inside the Sienna where we have passengers. I don't even, the way I was talking, I was not even seeing anybody. I just believe that I am the only person in that Sienna.
I love that.
And that platform, I don't teach. They should listen to me. And it yielded result. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, boss. I appreciate you. That's the hub admin of SWIFTtrip in Boeing and the assistant chairman of the hub admin committee of SWIFTtrip. So take SWIFTtrip as your business. That's an advice he has given to us today. Do have a great time. See you again by 8 p.m. It's going to be great. We'll be live together again. Invite your friends and they get informed and educated about SWIFTtrip. See you at 8 p.m. I love you all. Bye-bye.